So for module 6, we have here illustrating tangents, secants, segments, and sector of a circle. So let us define first what is a tangent. A tangent is a line that intersects a circle at one point, and the point of intersection is called the point of tangency. Example, suppose we have here a circle. We have here a line. Yan. As you can see, ining line, it intersects the circle at exactly one point. Okay, suppose this line intersect the circle at one point. Say for example, this is point A. Yan, ang point of intersection nila. Ang apod na digde, since na-intersect niya sa circle at exactly one point, we call it a tangent line. Now, ining point digde, kung sa insinda nag-intersect, ang apod ka dyan is the point of tangency. This is an example of a tangent. Ang tangent, maski sa indyan pwede. Pwede yung digdi part. Basta sarong point lang ang di-intersect niya. Pwedeng digdi part. And so on and so forth. That is tangent. Okay, next. In the figure below, okay, ito. We have here AX. Line segment AX ini. We also have here line segment BX. They are tangent line or tangent to the circle at point A ini. Inang point of tangency ninda and point B. Iyan sa point of tangency respectively. Suppose AC, ano so AC, this is 5 units. CX, this is 13 units. What is AX? Yan. Balik kita sa dating drawing kanina. We have here a circle and a tangent line. Ang tangent line po, this is always perpendicular to the radius. Yeah? Permiyan perpendicular sa radius. Halimbawa, araw kayo ni, yung digdi ang tangent line mo, yung digdi sa point of tangency, pag kinonect mo sa point of tangency buda sa center, makaka-create ka dyan ki 90 degrees. Kaya digdi sa next figure, so AX mo, i-connect mo digdi sa center, sa radius, baka digding radius AC, this is right angle. The same with CX or BX, pag kinonect mo yan digdi sa radius, pag nag-create ka ki radius, makaka-create ka ki 90 degrees since they are perpendicular. Now, the question is, what will be the value of AX? Now, as you can see, may na-form kita diding right triangle. Yan. I-redraw ko this a right triangle. This is 5 and this is 13. What would be the measure of this? So you can use Pythagorean theorem since this is a right triangle. So ang hypotenuse na digdi is the 13. So this will become 13 squared is equal to 5 squared. Ang ano tabaga, ang Pythagorean theorem is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared, where C is the hypotenuse. So unknown ini ang AX mo. So AX squared. O na siya, hindi sa ibong. So AX squared equals 5 squared equals 13 squared. So by subtraction property, ma-minus ka tagding 5 squared, ma-minus ka madigding 5 squared. So cancel, uni na siya. So ang 13 squared is 169 minus 5 squared, which is 25. The answer is 144. Ang AX mo, naka-squared siya. You get the square root of 144. That is equal to 12. So the measure of AX is 12 units. That is for the tangent line. Next, two circles in a plane may have a common tangent. Line M is a common external tangent to circle O and P. Line N is a common internal tangent to circle O and P. Tingnan na view kung ari ng N and M. Ini ata ang line N. Kita yung line M. Anyway, tignan na lang sa module. I-screenshot ko lang kaya ini. Di ko na reparo. Kung arin so line M and arin so line N.
N po, ma'am, ang nasa baba.
This is N. Ini. Ang M is yung nasa... Wait lang. Check ko. Okay, N iyan. And yung nasa taas is M. Now, ano ang pinagkaiba kang internal and external tangent? Okay? Okay. Ang reference mo dyan is when you connect the two center. Ini. Connect sa duwang center. Pag ang tangent line, inagihan sa segment joining the center, ang tawag dyan, internal tangent. Now, pag ang tangent line naman, di niya inagihan sa segment joining the centers, ang tawag dyan, external. Kaya external ang M, taday niya man naagihan sa segment joining the center. Ining N is internal since nag-pass through siya digde. Inagihan niya baga. They have point of intersection. Ito ang pinagkaiba kang internal tangent and external tangent. Pagkakaigwa ka lang kay internal and external tangent, pag-igwa kang duwang circle. Pag saro lang ang circle mo, tangent lang ang apot. Okay, secant. A secant is a straight line drawn from the center of a circle arc to a tangent drawn from the other end of the arc. Ang secant will pass through the circle at 2 points, arcan. This is an example of a secant line. Yan. Intersect niya sa circle at 2 points. Okay, look at circle E. AD or line AD, yan. Kung mahiling nito sa line AD. And line BC are secants. Tama. It intersect the circle at 2 points. Intersecting at point O. Yan, digdi nag-intersect sa duwang secant in the interior of the circle. Kaya nag-intersect sinda in the interior of the ini baga pag in the circle meaning nasa laog. Pag on the circle nasa circumference. Okay. Which form a vertical angles, angle AOB and angle COD. Then vertical din si angle AOC tapos si BOD. In the next figure, AO, line AO, and line BO Inyata. Wait lang. This is A, AO, this is B. Okay. So we have here line AO and line BO are secants, intersect ini. Ang point of intersection nila is on the circle, meaning nasa circumference. Yan, nag-depart. And which form an inscribed angle AOB. Ini so AOB, so inscribed angle. Angle AOB is an inscribed in angle in arc AOB and intercept AB. Ini ang intercepted arc. AO, line AO, and BO are secants intersecting at point O in the exterior of the circle. Iba na ini. AO, BO are secants intersecting at point O in the exterior of the circle and which form an angle AOB. Angle AOB intercept minor arcs AB and bakit may CD na dito? Mali-mali pa yung module. I-disregard natin ito ha. Wala ito. So hanggang digdi lang kita. So ini, ang figure niya is ini. Diba? Bakit ang duwang secant intersect at point O on the circle and naka-form siyang inscribed angle na AOB, ang intercepted arc niya is AC. And that is the figure. Now let us proceed sa theorem. So we have here if two secants intersect in the exterior of a circle, ang exterior, ang point of tangency ang point of intersection outside. Kanina baga, ang point of intersection ninda is on the circle. Hindi naman outside ang first theorem natin. Or exterior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measure of the intercepted arc. So we have here angle AOB. Ini si A, ini si O, ini si B. Ini ang titutukoy na angle. Now, kung maiiling nindo, duwang arc ang na-intercept niya. We have here CD and we have here AB. Ini ang intercepted arc. Now, ngani makuha daw so measure of angle AOB, ining angle na ini, you have to get 1/2 the positive difference of the intercepted arc. So 1/2 isubtract mo ining dakulang arc minus sa dayot na arc. So in this case, 1/2 of the difference of arc, since mas dakula ang AB, so maiinot si AB minus arc CD. So for example, AB is 140 degrees, CD is 30 degrees, ano ang measure kang angle? So that is 1/2 is equal to, yung bigger arc minus the smaller arc is 110. 1/2 kaan is 55 degrees. Meaning, ining angle na ini, this is 55 degrees. Pwede ikaw mag-screenshot, pero nasa module man din ini. I-explain ko lang. Okay, theorem 2. Kasunta na kasi mag-12 na ata. Theorem 2, if a secant and a tangent okay, igo kitang secant digde. Line CG, this is your secant line. And we have here line LM, this is your tangent line. Sarong secant, sarong tangent, nag-intersect at the exterior of the circle. Then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measure of the intercepted arc. Parehas lang kanina. Iniso angle na na-form, you get 1/2 the positive difference kaining dakulang arc minus the sadayot na intercepted arc. So example, measure of arc LEC is 186. LG is, arc LG is 70. What will be the measure of this angle? So you will just subtract 186 minus 70. Ini na siya. That is 116. Get 1/2 of 116. So 58 degrees ini angle. So almost the same. Si theorem 1, si theorem 2. Ang pinagkaiba lang, theorem 1, duwang secant nag-intersect at the exterior of the circle. Si theorem 2, sarong tangent, sarong secant nag-intersect sa exterior of the circle. Ang theorem 3 naman, two tangents. Ano na? Two tangents nag-intersect at the exterior of a circle. Paras lang din. Igwa kita digding duwang intercepted arcs. Sarong dakula, sarong sadayot. To get the measure of the angle formed, you get 1/2 the difference kaining intercepted arcs. Siyempre, minus dakulang arc minus sa dayot na arc. So, say for example, HJK, this is 250 degrees. And ang HK mo is 110 degrees. What will be the measure of this angle form? So, 1/2 of the difference of ining dakulang arc minus sa dayot na arc. 250 minus 110 is 140. 1/2 kan is 70 degrees. So therefore, ang measure kaining angle is 70 degrees. Theorem 4. Ini naman, duwang secant nag-intersect at the interior of the circle. Nasa laog ang point of intersection. To get the measure of the angle formed, halimbawa, angle ining 2, paras lang siya kay ni ng angle. Since vertical angle. Ang gigibuhon mo, you're going to add ining intercepted arc kay ining duwang angle. I-add mo yan, then get 1/2. Ini sa formula. Halimbawa, okay, ang tigahanap digdi is angle 1. Ang tigahanap is angle 1. Ini. Measure da ka ini. Ang given ta, WR is 100. XS is 120. Sabihin ta, this is angle 3. Si angle 1 baga tsaka si angle 3, vertical angle. So meaning they are congruent. Now, to get the measure of angle 1, you will just simply add ining intercepted arc sa ampang niya. Tapos intercepted arc kang angle sa likod niya, kang angle 3. So 100 plus 120, 100, pera 220. 1/2 of 220 is 110. So therefore, ini 110 degrees, 110 degrees man ini. And you can get the measure of angle 2 kasi straight line bagay yan. So 110 yan. This is, para maging 180, this should be 70 degrees. 70 degrees naman digdi. Since they are vertical angle. Theorem 5. Next. If a secant and tangent intersect at the point of tangency, ini so tangent line mo, yan digdi so point of tangency niya. Tapos so secant, tag-agi man sa point of tangency. How do you get the measure of the angle formed? Okay, ang given the digdi QS, ini ang Q, ini ang S. Since duwang letter lang yan, ining sa dayot ang kukaon mo. Di pwedeng ining part kasi major, dapat tulong letters ang yaon dyan. So QS, you'll get the minor arc. So this is 170 degrees. What is the measure of angle QSR? Ini. Ano da ang measure kay ini? Simple lang. You will get 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arc. Ini. QS. 1/2 of 170, this is 85. So this is 85 degrees. Kabanga lang. So, pira naman digdi. Pira ang measure kang arc. Now, if this is 170, ang total measure kang arc is 360 minus 170, 0, pira digdi, 16, 9, 2, 190. Tini, ining arc, 190. Pira ang measure kay ining angle. So, kabanga kang 190 divided by 2, this is, pira, 8. Ay baka, 9 pala, 9. 18. 95. So, this is 95 degrees. Kaya mo na i-compute, ibagay straight line, dapat ang sum, 180. So, that is for theorem 5. Kabanga kaining arc na nasa ampang kang angle. That is the measure. Okay. So, iba pag area. Okay na pa ba? Idalion ko lang. Area of a segment can be determined by subtracting the area of the triangle formed by the chord and the radii from the area of corresponding sector. Ini. Ining shaded part, ang apod na digdi, sector. To find the area of the sector, ang tigagamit na lang, get the product of the ratio. Measure of the arc, ini, divided by 360 with the area kang circle. Halimbawa, arc ini, AB. What will be the area of the sector in shaded region? If this is 60 degrees, AB, and the radius ini is 10 centimeter, if this is 10 centimeter, what will be the area of this shaded region in sector? So first step, if you are going to find the ratio of the measure of the arc over 360. So 60 over 360, lowest term kan is 1/6. Kaya naging 1/6 ini. Area of the circle, pi r squared. So pi, ang r mo is 10 squared. So 100 ini, di 100 pi square centimeter since naka-centimeter ka dige. So to get the ratio, you will just simply multiply itong result, 1/6 times 100 cm squared. That is equivalent to 50 pi over 3 square centimeter. That is the area of this iningaro pi. Ang apod dyan, sector. Segment of a circle is a region bounded by a chord and the arc. Argyan kanin. Ibasaw na lang ayaw. Arkaan. Segment of the circle. Ining part na ini. This is the segment of the circle. Now, paano pagkuha kaan? Paano pagkuha ka ining area of the circle? Now, inyang step. Area of the sector mo na. So, kanina, measure of the arc divided by 360 times area kang circle. So, in this case, 5 ang radius mo. Ini na. Ini baga sa formula kanina, no? Ang M mo is 60, ining arc, 60 iyan. So, 60 over 360. Constant ang 360. Terming 360 ang yaon dyan. Area of the circle, 5 pi r squared. So, 25 pi. So, ang 60 over 360, that is 1/6 times 25 pi. 1 times 25 pi, di 25 pi, copy 6 sa denominator. Kaya ini ang naging area, kaya ining sector. Now, hanap po naman ang area of the triangle. Ining triangle na ini. This is an equilateral triangle. So, ang formula ta dyan, ini. S squared over 4, the square root of 3. Ang S mo dyan is the radius. So, 5 squared over 4, the square root of 3. 5 squared is 25 over 4, copy the square root of 3. Then, we subtract. Mas dako lang ang area of the sector, so maininot ang area of the sector. 25 pi over 6 minus area of the triangle, 25 over 4, the square root of 3. can use calculator to simplify, and that is approximately 2.3. So, since centimeter ini,